We're live. Let's see it pop up here. Hey, there we go. Let me make sure my audio is still working. Yes, great. We're back for stream part 2. Last night we started at 2 in the morning. Today we're starting at 2 in the afternoon after I've just woken up. I'm hoping that I can fix all of this now. If not, oh well. I tried. Alright, let me these both have the live stream up. I'm just gonna go here. I just realized I never set a thumbnail for last night's stream. I didn't set one for this one either. Let's see if I can change it. Can I change it in the middle of the stream? Edit? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take a, I can remember how to do it. Is it Windows Screen S? Yeah. We're just gonna screenshot that. Change the thumbnail. I just realized I don't know where those save to. Pictures? Well, I do know another way to do it. We'll just use the snip tool. Snipping tool. New. And then here we can just choose where to save it. We're just going to save it here. And now I know where to go. Because it's right there. And there's our thumbnail. Yay. And copy. Go to Twitter. And we're live again. And we're live again. Tweet that out. Click off of this. Cool. Cool. Alright, so this is where we left off last night. This monstrosity. I'm gonna pull the mic really close and turn this into an ASMR. Okay, so we haven't animated the triangle at all because that got completely ruined. And then I animated this because I changed the path of this ball completely to cohere with the square, which it is doing up until, nope, it doesn't touch there. So it does do it. The problem is now that it doesn't perfectly loop because of the weird animation. So I do have an idea, but it's going to slow the ball down again, and I don't know if that's a good idea. And now I'm wondering, looking at it again. I remember saying last night that I did not think the square was or needed to change speed at all. I thought it was good speed, but now I'm wondering if it needs to be faster. Okay, let's just forget about the square for now. Matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna turn it off. I just need to fix this ball. I really like this. Like, this is a cool animation. I also figured out how to get my handles back last night as well, which is a big frustration I was having. I figured that out right before I ended the stream. But we have these handles that I can adjust the motion path here with now. I needed to turn on the bezel, I think, Bezier, for the keyframe interpolation. It was I originally changed it here and it didn't work. The Bezier, I changed it to Bezier, and then I did it in here and it fixed it. So we'll probably have to do that for each shape. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do this now, though, to get it to perfectly loop. This part right here, hold up. See, I don't have handles for this part. This follows the top line and then goes down on the bottom one. Okay. What happens if I adjust that? I want to adjust it up here, though. Why can't I adjust it there? That's what I want to know. So it appears I do not have all of my bezels back. Let's go back out to 33. I believe they were all selected. Nope. I don't need to do that. That doesn't do anything. It's not opening that up for me. So now there's another problem we have to fix. The reason I have to fix that is because when the ball bounces up here, it's not just going to come straight back down. And it has to bounce off of this wall and kind of go up a little bit and then fall back down. That's what would happen naturally. Instead, it's actually going the opposite direction almost, because of this line here. It's going back down here. But I personally cannot figure out how to change this. Wait. I do have an idea. I think that might have done it. Let's watch it now. Yeah. Okay. Now it moves really quickly though between these keyframe. So let's scoot this one back some until it looks natural. Honestly, nothing about that looks natural. Still looks a little fast. Well, actually, hold up. Let's go back both times. I think we just need to add another keyframe. Because it's going to speed up as it goes down. But it's not going to start doing that until about right there, right? So let's just add another keyframe there. And then scoot it back. Now it's too fast. Let's scoot this one back. I think this is the easy ease that's doing this. Let me turn this off. Because there doesn't need to be an easy ease here. It's bouncing off the wall. Because it's like stopping. Okay, apparently it's not the easy ease. I don't know why it's doing that. Watch. It hits the wall. And as it changes directions, it just goes really slow. Now I think it's because of this. No, it definitely just looks like it's stopping for like a brief second. It does not look fluid at all. So now I have to figure out how to change that. I think what I might do, honestly, is just scrap all these keyframes and redo it. Oh, that sounds like a lot of work. But it's what must be done. So let's just go ahead and... Oh, it pains me to do this. I'm so hungry. I'm so sorry. Frosted mini wheats, baby. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking for design 2. First of all, for this first keyframe, I want to move it to the right a little bit more. I want it to bounce up here like it was, bounce off, go back down, bounce over, here, off, back down, over, loop. Boom. Seems simple. It will not be. That way it's even on both sides. Okay, let's do it. Let's just go ahead and skip forward in time a little bit. And I'm gonna zoom into 50, I think. That'll work. And then I'll adjust the keyframes in a minute. But let's just go ahead and get this lined up. Oops. Okay, so this is gonna have this weird arc right here. And this is gonna bounce up. Oh, no. It'll kind of have an arc. Actually, if it hits the wall at like this 90-degree angle, it would make sense that it wouldn't even go up like that, right? So let's actually see how that looks. Okay, it's stuck there now. But here's what I'm thinking. Copy. We go here, paste. Okay, now we have this weird path back down, which we do not want. So now we're adjusting the other path. Let's get it pretty synced up with this one. And let's just see what that looks like. That does not look bad. Well, that's a little bit slow. That looks better. Okay. So now, our next keyframe, I think we're just going to do the complete center here. So right there. Yeah. Frick. Okay. Gotta find the right handles. This one can be 90 degrees on. Not so sharp on that, maybe. I think that looks good. Might move these over a little bit. Which might require a slight adjustment there. Okay. And then following suit, the next one is going to be down here. That looks good. And then we obviously need to straighten this out some. And I don't see my handles for this. Okay. I think I see how I keep screwing up my anchor point. Anchor point's here. Okay, no, it's coming with me. I'm so confused. Okay, it did not do it that time. Okay, so where's my other handle now? I've got these handles. I'm just going to go ahead and skip forward. Maybe it'll show up. I don't understand. File. I said all keyframes. So this says no more than 5 keyframes. No more than 43. I want all keyframes. but there's not one showing up here. Notice we are on our 5th keyframe, or we're on a 6th keyframe, and that said only up to 5, even though I know I checked all of them. No motion path. Okay, what does that do? Gets rid of my motion path. Let's pull it up again. And this isn't talking about the handles. This says no more than 5. Let's just crank it up. Okay. How about this then? Still no handle. Why? Why do they change? I mean, I guess I know how to fix it now, but I want them all to be Bezier. Okay. That seemed to do it. Of course, we want this to come down at a sharp angle and bounce up. And I think honestly it's this actually, yeah. There we go. Okay, so now I can adjust this. This needs to be like right there. This needs to be sticking out. Have it come in at an angle. Let's look at it. Okay, we need to watch it come back down too, obviously. So now, question. That one shows up as Bezier. This is the line we're adjusting. We need to match it with this one. As close as possible. And then let's see which keyframe this is. This one. So let's copy this one, paste it here. Okay, we got another weird motion path. That looks good. And then lastly, we need this first keyframe. And then we'll adjust this like that. almost there. Now, we gotta space these out a little bit, and we're gonna have to do some easy easing. And I'm sure that this is by no means gonna be perfect. Let's just see what we got. Starts off faster at the start. Okay. It doesn't look terrible. It's a little slow because I'm trying to drag it out for 5 seconds. That's okay. Because we're going to make it last 5 seconds. Is there a button where I can evenly space out all of these? If anyone knows. That would like just make life easier, you know? Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. Evenly space keyframes in After Effects. Okay. I think I know what to do. We're just going to position these all on the 10 frame line. Because this didn't exactly answer my question, but it got close enough. It's got something that's going to work, and this is going to take longer than what I had in my head, but I just need to space these out evenly, and then I'm going to unspace them out. So honestly, this is a complete waste of time. Okay, so let's highlight all of our keyframes. Alt. Look at that, as if it was magic. Now they're all spaced out evenly. We cross with our square there again. Now that might change because why does this animation hate me so much? Now, this is likely going to change a little bit just because what I'm about to do. When the ball goes up, it's obviously going to move slower, right? Oh no, now our keyframes aren't positioned. Right, I'm going to have to hold down shift to get to them. That didn't work. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Don't make me have to move like this. Don't make me do this. Oh, crap. I don't understand. 18, 19, 20. These are spaced out in a way that they're not even on a frame. They're in between a frame. And that's like great and all, but now I can't position my thing on. So, if I have it selected, it appears to work though. So that's fine. We are going to let this go in, but we're going to ease out of this, I think. No, we want a powerhouse out of this. Where do we want to ease? bounce up out of this, hit the wall, bounce back immediately. Bounce back immediately. Is here we want an easy ease. Right? That's way too abrupt. Now it just kind of stops. And we technically want another easy ease here. But we've got to fix that. Okay, let's watch this real quick. Oh, we don't hit our square. The easy ease frames stop it long enough to not hit our square. Unfortunately, they make it look terrible. I just want it. Like, I see that it doesn't stop moving, but when you play it back. Here, actually, let me do something. Let me put motion blur on. Looks the same. Is there a way to adjust .66 .66 That did nothing. Let's back out of that. Yeah, so that fixed that. I have to figure out what to do here because I just want it to kind of slow down in midair as it reaches its peak, but it stays up there way too long. We gotta... I'm gonna take those easy ease off. Easy eases. Because that looks better, honestly. Changes direction a little abruptly there. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why it looks so abrupt. I think that looks slightly better. Like if we just stretch these out, maybe that'll fix it a little bit. Now it looks too much, I think. I think it's too much. Okay, I think part of the problem is it looks like this is easing back down here. Do you see that? When it comes back down here, it looks like it eases into it, but there's not an ease on that keyframe. Why is it not hitting this hard? Let's do this. Boom, boing. Move this keyframe here. Alright, between these keyframes, it's falling. Let's move it a little bit closer. I'm going to move this. And let's just say ease out of this. It actually just looks like it jerks there. It looks the opposite of what I asked it to do. And it stops still, so I don't want that anyway. Can I not adjust these without affecting the other one? Yes, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. That looks way smoother. I mean, it doesn't look perfect. But honestly, this entire animation is awful. At the very worst, like, I give up and I just literally make them all bounce. Copy and paste all the keyframes and offset it. I just wanted to do something cool. Let's go ahead and animate the squish stuff. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Well, actually, let me see what it looks like when the ball comes back. Because technically it should be falling here too. Okay, so here's where our first, technically here, actually. Okay. Let's see. So this isn't even touching the ground here. And we want it to go about there. So we can see that our scale is 100, 100, which is dope because that's going to make the math super easy here. We're going to unlock these. Well, yes, we're going to unlock them, but we're also going to well, it won't let me because it hates me. I'm trying. Hold up, let me remove this keyframe. Oh, that wasn't the problem. Maybe I need to remove this one as well. Still won't let me separate dimensions here. After I mean, I suppose I don't have to separate them. I really want to, though. It makes my life easier. Well, that's okay. Let's just go ahead and do it this way then. So this is the X. So if we make that bigger to squash it down, let's say at the base, which is where we're at, we're going to do 150. I'm might change that, and obviously know that this one's going to be 50. That seems a little excessive. Let's do 130 and 70. That seems better. So let's go with that. Okay. So now we have our first squish. Frick. Let's go back to 100. So it keeps it that way for all the other ones. And then we'll change this to 130 and 70. And then we'll reposition it again. So now as we move up, it has, we gotta go, well, this is gonna be hard since it won't let me snap to a particular keyframe for some reason. I need to have this clicked. Nope, that does not do anything. Gets me as close as I'm gonna get though. And then here, we want it to be, I would say the opposite, but honestly it's not going to go as hard. So let's do 115 and 85. So make this one 85 and 115. And there we go. Thing is that for these, we want to add little like reformations right after. So by the time we get to maybe frame 2, I'll say 3, and we'll just see what that looks like. We want to be at 100 again. And then right before it, I'll say let's be at 100. And then right after, let's get back to 100 fairly quickly. Since that one wasn't as much. This is 19, 20, 20, yeah, we'll do 21. Only go 2 and 100. 100. You can barely even notice it there. Maybe we need to squash it a little bit faster. Let's just pull this keyframe back a frame. That out another keyframe. Yeah, that looks better, I think. Let's zoom back out so I can watch this happen in real time. I think that takes a little while to get up there. We also need to add one right here. Let's zoom back in. This one's going to be down. And I think we said 170 and 30, or what did I say? 130 and 70. So let's do that again. Change our ball size, and then let's place it right there. We'll start about 2 frames before. Go 100, 100, and then same thing, maybe right there. Probably be faster if I link those back together, but let's see how that looks. Okay. That seems to happen a little bit early because technically I haven't hit the ground yet. Let's see. That looks better. Might do the same thing here. Now here we have hit the wall. So let's just move it forward a frame. Okay, yeah. No disformation here. It's gonna go back down, and then we'll get one here. Let's move it down and do 130. Ah, that was the position. Oops. 130. 70. That looks pretty good. And then we obviously need to go right before it hits it and do 100, 100, and then 2 keyframes after it. Or I might have done 3 last time, actually. Let's just do that. And do 100, 100. See what that looks like. Looks good. Looks good. And then as we hit the wall, we're going to do it again. This needs to move up against the wall here. And scale. I think we said 85 and 115. 115 looked appropriate. Alright, and then we go back a frame before it hits the wall. Maybe 2. And adjust the right thing this time. And then right afterwards, as we're coming back down, we do 100, 100. And I think right here, okay, getting kind of scary here. They cross paths. Hopefully I'll fix that when I go to fix the square. If not, I'll figure something else out for the square. Maybe I'll just have it like zigzag some other way. I don't know. I just want to get this ball right first. at this point. So let's go back down here. So for this, should just be able to copy these keyframes and then go 1, 2 behind it, I think. Let's just look at it. Ah, our position is off though. That does look good. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but now we have it. Let's see. So we've already got some disformation here. Oh, wait. No. Let's put this over here. This right there. That'll look fine. Still got to adjust that though. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And then we come back down. And I already know it's not going to loop perfectly because we moved stuff, but let's go ahead and view it. Actually, I'm not going to lie, like that looks pretty good. I can't tell. The only thing is, I would say this crossover right here looks pretty slow. And then there's some weird hangage. What I might do here actually is just because of that, let's move the ball up. Uh-oh. I think I made an oopsie. Then maybe it would make sense for it to last longer. Maybe I should go higher. Spread these out a little bit. And let's try an easy ease on this. I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah. It also just doesn't make sense that it bounces that high. Let's center this up a little bit. That might help. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. And I'm almost certain that it's not gonna work. But let's go to 215. This is the center. God. move all these to here. How fast is this? Now, hear me out. I take all of these, right? Copy. Paste. Now this might be too fast, but part of the problem is just that it looks so slow. Okay, there's a weird thing happening right here that I'm noticing. This goes up here, and for some reason, oh, it's because I don't have a, I see. So let's go to one where that does happen. Which would be where exactly? Because I originally had this right? So let's just copy this one. It'll be okay, I think. Motion blur. I don't hate it. I just realized it's happening again. So let's copy the same keyframe, control copy, and do it right there. I think I'm gonna leave it. Like, it's not perfect, but yeah. The motion blur definitely makes it look better. That's for sure. Actually, now that I kind of have the opportunity, let's go here. What happens if we do easy ease now? Motion blur on. Yeah, that's a no-go. Okay. It is what it is. I think having it go faster looks way better than it does when it's moving really, really slow. So now we just need to fix the square, and then we'll do the triangle. Alright, let's move on to the square. So our square here is supposed to rotate as it moves around the room. I think I'm going to have to change the animation path for this. Simply because it crosses the ball way too many times. Does it? Let's see how many times. There. Oh. Comes back around. It's going to hit it again here. There. So twice per loop. That's too many times. I may not finish this because I just remembered I have another thing that I have to do. And I don't know how I want this to look. Let's go ahead and save it again. I think okay, I have an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. So store our keyframes again. What's new? Go to keyframe number 1 here. Zoom in on this. And again. Now we are going to move this up here. I'm going to attempt to do the scale. Well, let me do it here either. Not the rotation, but I'm going to attempt to do the scale and the position at the same time, because I think that's going to make this a little bit faster. So we're going to start there. And this one's going to be pretty powerful, so I think we're going to squish this thing in half. So this one I am thinking go pretty hardcore. Let's do 150 and 50. So that looks good. This is how it's going to start. So let's the next place that it's going to need to go is down here. So like right below it. I'm just going to zoom out some. So let's go maybe it's going to cross paths with it, man. It's inevitable. Okay, we'll mess with it. Let's just go ahead and move it down to there. Okay. That looks good. Let's go back to it. So let's watch this. Copy, paste. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Got a bunch of keyframes here. Let's do it by tens again, actually. Let's go back, so I don't have to do all that at once, and do something smarter. And then we'll Alt. Well, now I gotta fix this one. Nope, it's good. Alt drag these. And we'll see how much space that gives us. That looks pretty fast. And then we just go 2 frames ahead. I think, no, maybe 3. Maybe 3. Change this back to 100. 100. And a keyframe before, we'll do this again. And then as it hits here, we're gonna have to move it down on the position. Right here, we'll do 100, 100 again. I don't want this to happen yet. And then, what I say? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Back to 100. What? And then we just copy. Go a frame before all of these. Paste. 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 Trying to get as close as I can because I alted them or whatever. Then obviously we don't need this one. Let's just see how this looks. Might need a little adjusting. Let's see how the loop looks. Why is this being like so complicated? Because now I'm like looking at it, and I mean I know I got to make these minor adjustments here, but like if you look at it, I mean first of all it crosses the circle again so many times. There's 1, 2. See if it does it again. Nope. So we still hit it twice, which is not good. Alex got in a wreck. Dude, that's awful. reacting live on stream. Just kidding. I'm actually going to... Here, you guys can look at my awful animation for a couple minutes while I talk to someone. Hey, look at that, we're back. We're back. Jesus. I don't want to be. Okay. So this idea was good for like 30 seconds. Now I'm moving the freaking triangle around. Right here. Okay. Let's adjust this. So let's just go ahead and do all of them. That one looks good. That one does not. Okay. This one looks good now. That one looks good. This one needs to be adjusted. Alright, let's go back. That one's way too far ahead. I'll tell you why. But this one looks good now. Yep. Boom. That one hits too early. Now it does not. And that one looks good. So, upon playback, we've corrected that. Let's turn motion blur on for both of these. And we have something. I'm just wondering if I should move it. So I'm gonna turn motion blur off real quick. I'm gonna pause this. I'm such a good streamer. I don't even have my thing pulled up anymore. Recall yesterday whenever I left my face in front of the screen for like way too long. Here's what I'm going to do. Highlight the position keys. I'm going to press play. I'm going to attempt to move it this way until we no longer come in contact with this stupid ball. If we just move it all the way over here. It's so close. Nothing is helping. Nope. I'm beginning to think that there's no part of this where we don't come in contact with this ball. Remember when this ball was just bouncing here? I have to have 3 of these. I'm just going to have to change it. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I must do. All of that hard work I spent on this animation is for naught. Okay, Square, you get to work like that just fine. You're doing great, buddy. Maybe a little bit too quick to hop out of there. Kind of looks like you're not even touching the ground in some areas. I will go back and fine tune that once I destroy all of this keyframe work. God. Where does this start? Position. Doesn't start there now. It starts over here. We're merely going to be a bouncing ball again. I almost want to see if there's just like something I could find online and just copy and paste all the keyframes. I'm so done. This was a waste of time. Actually, no. It wasn't a complete waste of time. Go back. The position keyframes are a waste. We can get rid of those. But everything else, we still got this bouncing ball. Okay, hold up. Now, we aren't going to need the ones that go like that. We can get rid of those. Boop. 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 Okay. Let's play it back. This is beautiful, honestly. Like, how I didn't think of this, I don't know. Alright, I actually want to offset it. So we're going to take that square starts up there. So I guess the ball can just start from the ground. And then I'll make the triangle start like in the middle. I mean, they're probably going to go at different speeds anyway, so that'll help. Maybe it'll make it worse. Okay, ball. We have to move up into the sky. I changed my mind. I don't want these anymore. I'm gonna make new ones. What is this rotation? I mean, you can't actually see it, but I just realized there's a rotation keyframed. Don't know how that happened. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go about 20 frames into the sky. 20 frames and then go into the sky. What is this motion path? Okay, buddy, we're just gonna fix you right now. Get you nice and straight. Then we're gonna make this easy ease, because for some reason it looked good when the ball is just bouncing up and down until it doesn't come down. I think I'm gonna leave this how it is. Let's see, we'll do copy, go here, and go somewhere down here, paste. So I'm gonna need the position again. Copy, paste. And then right before it, oh my gosh, what is with this motion path? That's so stupid. Right before it, we're gonna do 100, 100. Oh, there we go. I was like, I lost my position. Anchor again. Now that would be something. Ah, we have to repeat this. So, control copy, control paste. I just did the wrong thing. Copy. One frame before, actually. Paste. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. Frick, I messed it up. I always mess it up. Paste. Let's just look at this. Oh, wow, it's beautiful, honestly. Like, I don't think that I could have wished for a more perfect animation. Unfortunately, it's spaced out improperly, so. And I did not put the last keyframe, position keyframe. Copy. So it should loop right now. Frick. Of course, of course. You wanna play with me now? Okay, yeah, that last one goes down pretty fast. So here's what we're gonna do. Because I should have done this the first time, because this is the best way to do it. I'm just really dumb. I'm gonna delete those rotation keyframes too, because they're kind of messing with me. What am I doing? 20. Okay, and then I'm gonna get rid of this weird rotation stuff. Highlight all of those, hold down Alt. Okay. See what we got. Okay, I'm noticing this never touches the ground. Why? Fix that one. That one looks good. I was gonna say, I know there's at least one more. And that one looks not good because we don't have these. Control copy. Paste. I was off. That looks fine. No more crossing paths, baby. Now, since the circle looks good, I gotta go back into the square and we're gonna fix. I'm gonna turn motion blur off. This. So what does that look like now? That looks way better. Yeah, okay, that does not look right. No, it does. It looks perfectly fine. I am just tripping. I might move that one back up. Let's see what that looks like. I think it looks way better when we hold it for a keyframe. Or hold it for one frame. All right, let's see. It is what it is, you know. Okay, I think I am gonna actually be able to finish this too. Finally, let's get the triangle, turn it back on. We're gonna move it right over here, but we're gonna start it in the middle. Mr. Triangle here is gonna do a spin in midair and then plop right back down the way we found him. Okay. So let's start with the position. I don't think scale is gonna change. Rotation. No, wait, scale's gonna have to change because he's gonna bounce. So this is the one where we're gonna have all three. I think I'm gonna start with it falling. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So let's go to 10. because I'm gonna do this correctly now. And let's squish it. Let's do let's do 20. So we'll do 120 and then 80, I believe. That doesn't seem quite strong enough. Let's do 130 and 70. Like I did for the ball, I believe. Yeah, okay. That looks a little bit better. And I'm actually going to zoom in. Wrong way. Right here. And we're going to get this positioned right. So then before it, right before it, we can set this back to normal. And then 2 frames after it, after it's already gone back up, it'll go back to normal. I might move that over a little bit, but then copy, paste. Okay, now once it's in the sky, it's going to do a rotation. Okay, that I think is going to start around frame 15. So let's do that, and then it's going to end up here, so that the perfect loop will work. And I'm basically just going to rotate it 360 degrees, I think. Let's look at it. Okay. So now we just copy this, right? Makes sense to me. Copy 1 frame before, paste. And let's see how that looks. Okay, yeah, now we're doing some funky stuff. Let's see what went wrong here. We're good, we bounce up, we do a spin, we land, and I'll ease that obviously. Okay, I see what's happening here. So the rotation here is set at 1, and so as it goes back down to 0 at this keyframe, it's rotating. So what we have to do is change this one to 1. That way it stays. What's changing here? Oh, it's at 1 by 1, apparently. Whatever. I don't honestly know the difference, but that worked. Problem now is that we need to change this 2 and 2, right? Does that make sense? I mean, apparently it does. That does not look straight though. Doesn't matter. Let's copy it and do it again. Copy. Paste. Change this. To 2 and 2. And this one. 2, 3, and 3. I don't think I did that right though. I think this maybe is supposed to be 1. Wait. No. I got it. 2. Let me go back here. I shot this up right here, starting right here. And it goes 1 at 1 degree. It's off by 1 degree. It needs to be 0 still, right? I believe. Yes, we're still rotating 0. I want it back at 0, but I want it to do a 1 rotation. This needs to be 0. Sorry, I don't know how rotation works. But 2. And then 2, 0, 0, but 3. So now we should look even. Yeah. Okay. Copy, paste. Oops, messed that one up. Gotta go before, paste. Change this one to 3. And this one to 4. And it shouldn't matter when it gets to the loop because it should just keep going, ideally. Let's see what this looks like. I think I'm gonna have to squash it a little bit more and keep it down. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and redo this whole thing. No, I'm not. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, right here. Let's zoom in. I'm gonna change this to 1. No, I'm not. I think it squashes fine. It just doesn't stay down long enough. So let's position it. Where it does. This is going to be so whack when I pull these apart though. I'm going to have to scoot them back probably. I think I know how to make the rotation more fluid as well. And I'm going to do it by pushing these 2 frames this way. No, 3. Not 2. And then I'll copy this one. So copy, 2, paste. Let's see what that looks like once we reach the end. Because now I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and stretch all of this. This is not going to work. Okay, so right here at our first rotation keyframe, we're at 1/3 of a degree rotation for some reason. It's because of this one. We're just going to delete that. Should be at 0. And then these aren't spaced right, so. Okay, is it rotating every time? Because I think it's stopping on one of them. It looks like it's rotating every time. Rotate. 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 Okay, I think it's skipping a couple frames at the end here. Like, let me try to show you. Alright, let's watch it bounce up. It rotates. And as you can see, this is the peak right here, because at this point it starts going back down. And then, on its descent, it's finishing that rotation, stopping. Boom. Right. Thing is, as we get towards the end here, if we watch it again here, it comes back down. No, it does. It finishes the rotation here. And then falls back down where I had it. As if I planned that. Which I did. I definitely did. Good job, Josh. All part of the plan. Okay, so what I want to do now, because that looks good, is some easing. So I think at the start of this rotation, I'm going to try this. We're going to do ease out. And then at the start of this one, we're going to do ease in. Just want to see what that looks like. Can't even tell the difference. Let's go back. Alright. Let's watch it. Okay. Shifting forward does not read. That's annoying. Okay, let's just try an easy ease then. Maybe that will be more impactful. I don't think the triangle is flattening enough. It's gonna make me go in and fix it for every single one of these too. I'm gonna change it to 150 like the one. 150 and 50. And then we're gonna take this. We're gonna push it down. And we're gonna go to this one and do the same thing. That looks way better. Oh my gosh. This is gonna take a second. This one's like dead center between the keyframes. So I'm going to do my best here. This one needs to be 150, 50, this position marker, right there, and this one. Last one. All right, now let's watch it. That looks way better. And going to use these keyframes. Let's watch it again. I'm trying to like look at it without looking at the timeline so I can see if I can tell where it cuts, where the loop ends. I can't. So now, even though it's terrible, let's turn on motion blur for all of these. I think that's what we call a masterpiece complete, and I went the wrong way. We got a little box here with some shapes in it, and they bouncing. Job well done to me. So let's save before anything else happens that makes me want to cry. And I'm going to pull up the assignment real quick so I can make sure I've met all of the requirements. 3 different shapes. We have 3 different shapes. Here, I'm going to keep playing it while I'm looking. We do have 3 different shapes. The entire comp loops, It is exactly 5 seconds long. Uh, there are no other external files. It's all of it was made in After Effects. I did label my layers. So there's triangle, square, circle, walls, and background. And then the comp name is what it's supposed to be. So I've met all of those correctly. Okay, so I need to save the file name is not what I named it as. So let's correct that briefly. It's going to rename it to Joshua Pruitt Bouncing Shapes, because I just needed to save it. I didn't look at this earlier. And then let's go ahead and save it again. Oh. Oh no, did I break something? Still looks good. Thought I might have broken something. Control S. Why is it not saving? File. Okay, that's no longer an option. Save as. Save as this. Yes. Maybe it's because I haven't changed anything, so it's not letting me save. But now we know that that's that. And we have to upload a full video of the animation onto YouTube. H.264, 1080p, full HD preset. That's fine. Of course, it's not gonna loop properly on you. Can you turn on looping on YouTube? We're gonna find out. Either way, that means that we need to send this bad boy to the render queue. But not in here. We want to, we want to do it in Media Encoder, which I can't remember if I have installed on this computer or not. I do, thank goodness. We're going to do it in Media Encoder so we can do it in H.264. Because I'm pretty sure that the After Effects render queue doesn't allow me to do it in H. in an MP4 file. Now, hopefully it'll show up here in a second. Might have to try it again. File, or no, it was composition. Okay, they're both there actually. So one of these I'm just gonna delete. Yeah, because they're the same. And then we're gonna save this. I mean, this doesn't matter how we name this. So we just gotta upload it to YouTube. But I am gonna name it the same thing inside of the same folder. Yep. H.264, match the bit rate. And let's just go ahead and render that. Yay. Okay. And then I'm going to close out of both of these programs. We still have our thumbnail there. And what I do with that folder, here it is. So we should be able to see it here. I'm going to move that over here. Let's see if we can autoplay. repeat. Will it keep going? Yeah. So it's kind of choppy because we're in whatever this movie player is, and you can kind of see where it chops up. Yeah, it's like right there when it ends. You can see it'll like freeze for like half a second. So brief, but you can tell. But that won't matter if we made like a GIF or something out of it, so. Or once he looks at it in After Effects, you can clearly see that it's whatever. So let's go to YouTube. I'm not going to show this part. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream. That was fun. Okay. That was actually awful. I've got another like 4-hour long assignment that I have to do too. That's actually due tonight. So, thank you for watching, or not. I mean, it's whatever. Yeah. See you guys the next time that I want to talk and do homework at the same time. Later.